Well, as you know, flying solo here tonight, just me. But I've tell you what, I've got had some great guests tonight, and I've got plenty more to come. And really looking forward to this next one. It's been a while since we've caught up, and the last time we caught up, he was part of probably one of Australia's biggest duos going around, and of course that is McAllister Kemp. And I talk of Troy Kemp, and he joins us now. G'day, Troy. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm awesome, Big D. How you going, buddy?
Mate, I'm going well. Now you must have been absolutely flat out over the last little bit getting ready for some new music. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's been a crazy time, man. We, obviously McAllister Kemp and we sort of said our farewells, probably a couple of months ago. And I guess in the last 12 months, I've been writing songs hard on my own with a buddy of mine named Jeremy Barnes, harp player, who's actually my new band. We've been working hard on songs and for a rainy day type of thing. And suddenly the rainy day came where, I was like, here I am on my own. So, got a bit more serious about the whole project and was faced to Drew and I decided that we'd sort of had a great run together, and we had a few things we both wanted to do individually. So we stepped out into solo land, and fingers crossed, we both do well in that. And but so we're both getting to do some stuff we want to do individually. I've got all these songs that I've written, so I thought, here we go. I'm going to get out there and be an independent guy and just see if I can sort of survive on the coattails of what I'd done with McAllister Kemp and stuff like that. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to sign with a record label or whether I should try or get management. I just didn't really know what to do, but it all sort of just came at me. This company called Oxygen Music in Sydney came at me with a management production deal to sort of help me fund a new album, and then so we started tracking which is basically going to become my first single, which is out soon, and now we're talking about an album which is going to basically, obviously the plan is to release an album in September. And just in the last week, I've actually managed to obtain a record deal through the help of Oxygen Music with a really cool independent sort of label in Sydney called Social Family Records, and they've got Amber Lawrence, so she's a bit of a country connection for me on there, and Jason Owen, but they've also got names like David Campbell and Reese Maston and Jimmy Barnes does a bit of work through those guys, and Susie DiMarchi from the Baby Animals. So it's quite an interesting roster of people who I'm now associated with, which is a lot of fun, and very excited about sort of moving forward with the new Troy Kemp band and a new band, sort of keeping that rocky country thing going. What I like to do, and release a single June 15. How We Roll Around Here, it's called, and then sort of like I said, the album's called Against the Grain. It's going to roll out in probably September. I've got the Gimpy Muster coming up with the band as the first show, which I'm really looking forward to up there.
It's going to be awesome, isn't it?
It's going to be cool, man. And then I guess we're going to sort of start more of a Troy Kemp Against the Grain. Actually, I think it's probably going to be called the Moonshine Crazy Tour, to be honest. In November, we'll probably get out on the road and start doing that. So, really exciting times, man. I'm just, it's like I said, I just feel, like I'm starting a new phase of hopefully, an ongoing career, and also gearing up to head to Nashville this Saturday for a month to do some songwriting and a few things. So I'm just pumped.
It must have been a great feeling then to think, I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to, I've had this success behind me, but I'm going to take this risk, and it's all just fallen into place. And it's nothing more than the hard work that you guys have put in there all this time of touring, of selling yourself, selling your music, and being true to your fans and true to your music.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it does feel risky. I mean, and I personally, I know I feel nervous about it, and maybe Drew does as well. I'm not sure, but I mean, even with my first single coming out, I'm sort of like going, oh God, like I like this, but I hope other people like this, because I've always had that sort of comfort of the McAllister Kemp thing and the profile that we sort of raised. The nice thing about country music fans in Australia is once they get on board with you, man, they stay with you no matter what you do, You every now and then you might put out a song that they don't agree with, or, but they still stick by you and, wait for the next one, and that's incredible. So the fact that they're there now, hitting our individual Facebook pages saying, when's your song coming out? What are you doing? Like, we want to know what's going on. Is making me feel slightly encouraged that they're still there and they are excited about what I've got coming out. And, I just hope when it comes out, man, that they dig it, So I don't want to let anybody down, but I'll do my best, and that's all you can do, right?
Mate, I don't think there's going to be an issue with it. There was a healthy career that was burgeoning before McAllister Kemp became an item. We saw you at the Urban Country Music Festival probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I think anyone who saw it knew that this bloke had a big future, and it just clicked. What do you think was the connection between you guys that just made it click? Because some people try and it doesn't work, but it did.
Yeah, with Drew and I, it was a funny one because we're really different sort of guys. I mean, I'm sort of, too loud and say too much and probably just full of energy and out there, He's probably a bit more reserved and, keeps his thoughts to himself and whether it's the opposite to track type thing. But that, I think he sort of calmed me down at times and I probably brought out the rowdy in him at times, you know what I mean? So that was a good thing just personally in our friendship and in our relationship as a duo. But I mean, I guess he's a great songwriter for telling stories and keeping it real. I sort of brought in the rock and roll sort of, I guess influences from my past and big guitars and I'd always written songs too and choruses and like writing lyrics. But I guess when we just got together, it just clicked. There was never any effort. We started writing songs on tour when we were playing in the Johnny Cash show together. And we just sort of started sitting in motel rooms because we had nothing else to do, writing songs. And it was actually other guys in the band that came in and said to us, "You guys sound great together. Like, have you ever thought about doing something?" And it just sort of clicked. We didn't have to work on harmony or ideas. It just everything just went bam, bam, bam. And it was just incredible because at the time we were both sort of solo guys, going around in circles thinking, what are we going to do next type of thing. So it's funny to have gone through that whole experience and sort of come out of it 7 years later with golden guitars behind us and CMC awards and trips around the world and doing all the things that we've done to both be back to being solo guys again, So it feels kind of weird, but, I think, we're both, hard-working musicians in our own right, and I just hope that we can both kick on and sort of, maintain some sort of level of success as we roll forward.
So the single out in about 12 days, and then the album...
Man. Yeah, so so the How We Roll Around Here hits in around June 15, which I'm really excited about. And then we've just shot a video clip for it, so that should hit CMC around the same time. And the album, Against the Grain, should be out sort of mid to late September is the plan. That Social Family Records are telling me that's the way it's going to roll out. So I'm excited, man. It's just, I'm just, you get it done and then you're just like, now I just want it out there, So we'll get there.
Well, we'll certainly be looking forward to be playing How We Roll Around Here in a couple of weeks' time when we get our hot little hands on it. Now, if you've got a massive fan base on the sunny coast, where are those people?
And I want to throw out a special mention to someone too, actually, mate. A good friend of mine, Melissa Houston, had a birthday yesterday. So I don't know if she's listening, but if she is, happy birthday, Mel. Miss you, can't wait to see you soon somewhere. And I also want to throw out a howdy to Tracy, mate, who's obviously not there tonight, but thinking of her and hope she's doing well.
Mate, I'm sure that they're both listening and they'll be loving that. And I can tell you what, Melissa's just starting the countdown days to Gympie now that she knows that you're going to be there, and it's going to be absolutely massive. So, folks, make sure you get onto iTunes and all the normal places that you get your music, and stay tuned for that. The single out on the 15th, How We Roll Around Here, and then probably just after Gympie, we'll be looking at and I imagine there'll be an album launch and all of the normal things that go with that, Troy.
Oh, there'll be an album launch, not sort of details to come on that one, mate. But we're working on that. Hopefully it'll be somewhere cool and look impressive and all that type of thing. But I'm working the band hard right now. And the Gympie show, I just wanted to mention too, mate, that's on August the 28th. It's a Friday night in the Crowbar.
Nice.
Kicks off at 9:30 till 10:30, and then I think after us is Mental as Anything. So that should be a fun night.
It should be. It was funny. I remember being there last year and you guys talking about wanting the ambition of getting on that main stage. And once you got on the main stage, all you want to do is get back to the Crowbar.
Yeah. I actually went in this year and asked for the Crowbar, man. It's just like, I just something about that place is rowdy, and I like rowdy, So that suits me to a T, and it suited McAllister Kemp, and I think it's definitely going to suit myself. I'm looking forward to getting back there.
Mate, and we're looking forward to doing that with you as well. That's Troy Kemp, folks. His new single will be out in a couple of weeks. Make sure you stand by for it, How We Roll Around Here. We haven't got any new music of Troy's yet, but I tell you what, there's a song that he did do with McAllister Kemp that was all him. It was him. He's the one with the tats. He's the one with the voice behind it. And we're going to go out now with Troy Kemp out front of McAllister Kemp with tats. Mate, good luck, safe travels to Nashville, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Look forward to talking soon. Take care, bud.